What's up, folks? Professor Pickles here today. Gonna do a little bit of a different video. Still gonna have our normal opening. We'll be opening up a pre-release pack. But since I did not get the chance, and none of us really got the chance to do a pre-release, I'll be doing kind of a mock pre-release and building a deck and doing a kind of a deck tech on what I would have done with the cards and everything. So stick around for that if you're interested. But we'll do the pack opening first as normal. Let's see what we get in our die. Got a 15. That's actually my favorite number, so very cool there. I'm going to try not to spoil the code. Okay, so we do have a Mythos of Brokos for our promo in this pack. Very interesting, okay. I'm just going to take these off the screen real quick, just because I don't want to spoil the code, but I will be giving it out in the comments if you would like to be entered to win that. Here it is. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and then leave a comment below letting me know your favorite pull from today's video. Very cool. These are from Commander, which is interesting, but this is definitely the harder plastic, like this one that came in the bundle. They're harder than the ones that come in the booster packs. Got a little thing which we won't go over, and let's get into the packs. So we have 6 packs. I really like these. They're very kind of the magenta color. Very cool. And I'm going to leave the video running while I kind of build the deck, and I'll speed it up, obviously, after. So we got a Slither Wisp. Another spell that has Flash. Okay, so maybe going for kind of a Flash archetype. Who knows? I didn't really do any research about what, like, the best decks to build are and everything, so who knows? I may miss something. If I do, let me know in the comments of what you would have done differently. Always interested to hear different opinions. Got a Hunted Nightmare. Goes with our Slither Wisp, matches colors. Okay. So black's looking pretty good right now, so far. Black and blue, maybe. I know blue has a lot of cycling cards, I believe. Ooh, got a alternate art there. And a Karuga. Okay, so blue again. Only cards with converted mana cost 3 or greater. Interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to make that work, but who knows? We do have the green as, you know, our promo, the Mythos of Brokos. But if blue-black was spent, I don't know, to go in 3 colors and sealed is pretty hard. I got a Winota. Okay, so a mythic. Very cool. What does she do? Look at the top 6 cards of your library and put a human from among them. A human creature card. Oh, right. Onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Okay. I mean, that's actually pretty good. Maybe using that one. We'll see. And Kahira. Okay. With, oh, very cool. A foil trumpeting Gnar alternate art. That's beautiful. Last pack. If you're just sticking around for the opening, thank you for watching. Definitely go check out some of my other videos. I will link my other Ikoria openings in the eye up there in the right-hand corner of your screen. But yeah, I'll fast forward through most of the deck building, and yeah, we'll see what we can come up with here. Got an ultimatum at the end. So, I mean, theoretically, if we could go green, blue, black, that would be pretty good. Because we have, you know, this dude. We've got the Mythos of Brokos, or if he casts blue, black to get it. I don't know. Let's see. All right, and we're back, folks. So this is how I would normally lay out my my deck if I'm at a sealed event or a pre-release, obviously, or if a draft. So I typically put all my creatures and stuff on the top and my other spells, you know, enchantments, instant sorceries on the bottom. So I decided to go the blue-black route, blue-black flash. So I will start on the low end of the spectrum and kind of just talk through the deck and the different cards in it and kind of the synergies that happen. So hope you guys enjoy this different kind of video, and if you do like it, let me know in the comments and we can make more of this kind of stuff happen in the future. All right, so This Serrated Scorpion, I really like this guy just because the gaining 2 life is good. Also, 1 mana for a 1/2 is pretty good in my books. So I got 2 of those guys in there. Just as kind of chump blockers to get some life, maybe drain some life for the opponent. If you get both them out for life, that's 20% of your opponent's starting life total. So, no, not 20%. 5 would be 20%. No, that is 20%. I'm right. I'm good at math. All right, so as for our 1-drop instant or sorcery, we have this spell has flash as long as you control a permanent with flash. So obviously, hoping that I'll have a permanent with flash. I have quite a few in this deck that have it. So hopefully we'll be able to cast this at instant speed. If not, though, it's still decent removal even at sorcery speed. Sacrifice one of these guys, deal 2 damage, gain 2 life, and then you get to destroy a creature as well. So very cool there. All right, so as for the 2-drop creatures, the first one we have here is a Glimmer Bell. 2 mana for 1/3 flyer that I can untap at instant speed to block. That's pretty good. And then to fit with our flash dynamic here, we have the Cunning Nightbonder. So flash spells with flash you cast cost 1 less to cast and can't be countered. So that is pretty insane, actually. And it can be used of either of our mana sources, blue and black. And by the way, I don't think I said it, but typically I run 23 cards and 17 lands. In this deck, I do have 23 cards. So, and I'll show you guys how I come up with the mana base at the end. So as for our 2-drop non-creature spells here, we have an Essence Scatter. Absolutely gorgeous artwork, by the way. Look at that. Seb McKinnon, that is beautiful. Counter target creature spell. There's a lot of juicy creatures in this set. 2 mana, instant speed to counter one of them. Pretty good. Unexpected Fangs. Okay, so this is a really cool combat trick. I always like lifelink stuff like this. Especially in sealed and draft limited formats, it's very good to be able to get life. 1 more turn can make all the difference in this format when nobody really knows what they're going to be drawing at any time. It's not as put together as standard. And then we got Keep Safe, counter target spell that targets a permanent you control, and you get to draw a card. So that's pretty good. Somebody wants to destroy one of my creatures, nope, and I get to draw. All right, so our 3-drops. So this is obviously where 2 of our best cards are, the Slither Wisp and the Hunted Nightmare. I'll get to those in a second. But we start off with the Phase Dolphin. So I thought he was pretty cool. Besides the very cool artwork on that one. Imagine seeing one of those in the wild. Wow. Pretty good ability on him. And he's a 1/4 for 3, so not bad there. Also have a Frost Lynx. Really like the ability on this guy. Anything that can tap down one of the opponent's creatures, that can either save you from losing the game or win you the game. I love stuff like that. That's one of my favorite kind of things. All right, obviously we have the Slither Wisp, one of our flash creatures. Whenever you cast another spell that has flash, you draw a card and each opponent loses 1 life. So, even if you can get that off once or twice in limited, that is absolutely nuts. And we have our other rare, big fat guy for 3. He's a 4/5 menace, and they get 1 creature with a death touch counter. So theoretically could die from that, but I feel like we have enough removal and stuff to kind of play around that. But being able to lay down a 4/5 on turn 3 is very, very good. All right, so getting into the instant sorcery and enchantments for the 3-drop slot, we have a Suffocating Flames. Now, this isn't my favorite removal. I wish it was like -2/-2, but the fact that you can play this right after combat and then, kill one of their creatures that just took damage, and it also has cycling. So if you don't have a use for it, at least you can draw another card and hopefully get something else that's good. We have the Memory Leak, which is cool. Memory Theft, Memory Leak, they're all the same. Yeah, so, but this one has cycling, so very good. It actually is much better than the other one because of that cycling, and it only has cycling 1. So very good. You draw this late game, they got no hand, you're both top decking, boom, you get to draw another card. And a Neutralize. Very, very, very good card. I think this is going to be played in a lot of formats pretty widely. Very good card there. All right, so into our 4-drop category. So we have another flash creature here, a 1/6 flash. So pretty much just a wall, but it has flash, so it synergizes with our other stuff. And good blocker. And then one of our mutate creatures, we got an Insatiable Hemophage. I'm not going to be mutating too much with this deck, but I have a couple of them in the higher slots here. So if I can get it, fair enough. If not, it's still a 3/3 death touch for 4. Not horrible, especially in limited. Okay, and then getting into the instant and sorceries, we have a Gust of Wind. I do have a 2 or 3 creatures with flying, I believe. But, I mean, even if you can't cast this, even if you don't get the payoff for casting it for less, returning a non-land permanent your opponent controls to their hand and getting it to draw a card, pretty good. And then we got a Reconnaissance Mission. So that is a pretty good enchantment to get on the battlefield, and if I don't feel like playing it, we can just cycle it away. Got bad allergies here. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just getting killed lately by allergies. All right, so we did decide to play Ikoria. I'm not going to put him on my sideboard, obviously, because I have a bunch of 1 and 2 drops. But for a 5-drop 5/4, that when he enters the battlefield, you get a draw card for each permanent you control with CMC 3 or greater. I have quite a few of those, and if I have a decent amount of creatures out, or even in that enchantment, that's a pretty good payoff. And, you know, even if I don't, a 5/4 fatty and limited is pretty good. All right, and finally, the last are 6 drops. So usually I would not play 3 6 drops, but one of them has mutate. So theoretically, you could play that one for less. So hopefully we'll better do that. So the first one here is a Wingfold Terran. You can either have him enter with flying or hexproof. Probably would always pick flying for that because a 3/6 flyer is absolutely insane and limited. The Blitz Leech, another flash creature, and you get to pretty much kill another creature guaranteed if you play it rightly, or play it the right way in limited. So very cool card there, and I love the artwork on that. It's so creepy. It looks like a lamprey. You ever see one of those? Very, very creepy. And finally, our last card is our other mutate card, a Chittering Harvester. Creepy, creepy. So yeah, hopefully we can get a payoff from that. If not, I mean, 4/6 for 6. Not horrible, or you can play it on another creature and, you know, give them that ability. So yeah, there's the deck. I think I would have done pretty well. I would have rated this deck out of 10. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. It's not incredible, but it's got some good synergies, and I think it would have been really fun to play. So I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get to do it. All right, so to get the mana base, what I usually do is I will count up all the different mana symbols. So in this case, all the black ones and all the blue ones, except for creatures, I was gonna say people, creatures like this that can tap for either of them, because all my mana will be able to tap for those. So on the black side here, I'll do it live for y'all since I haven't done it yet. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blacks. And then for blue, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blues. And then both categories have 2 cards that require either 2 blacks or 2 blues. We got the Renaissance Mission and the Ikoria here, as well as Hunted Nightmare and the Slither Wisp for black. So because they're both pretty equally representative, both blue and black in this deck, what I then do is go and look at the lower end of the spectrum here and say, okay, what am I going to need in the early game to make sure my opponent doesn't take over the board and just get away with the game before I can even do anything? So, I mean, in the low category here, we have these 2, which both are 1-drop black. So at first, I'm kind of looking at black. Also, both of our 3 drops that we want to get out are both requiring double blacks. So in this case, I probably would go 9, 8, 9 blacks and 8 blues for the mana base on this one. Well, folks, if you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments. I'd love to do more videos like this if this is what y'all want to see. And yeah, check back for more Ikoria very soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.